Nicholas Kristof writes in the New York Times the dangers of echo chambers on campus, and part of it reads like this. After Donald Trump's election, some universities echoed with primal howls. Faculty members canceled classes for weeping.
I'm sorry.
Joe,
keep going.
let me get through it.
They're so open-minded.
Terrified students who asked, how could this be possibly happening? I share apprehensions about President-elect Trump, but I also fear the reaction was evidence of how insular universities have become. When students inhabit liberal bubbles, they're not learning much about their own country. We liberals are adept at pointing out the hypocrisies of Trump, but we should also address our own hypocrisy in terrain we govern, such as most universities. Too often we embrace diversity of all kinds, except for ideological. We champion tolerance, except for conservatives and evangelical Christians. We want to be inclusive of people who don't look like us, so long as they think like us.
Wow.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Powerfully true.
That would be a big yes, Nick Kristof.
It is embarrassing that every elite conservative or liberal kind of got this race wrong, with the exception of a handful.
Right. Yeah.
One of the things the country has to do after every race is to raise the hood and to understand Democrats and Republicans. What happened? Why was there such disconnect?
Right.
David Brooks had one of the better columns during the year when he said, look, I've got to leave my office. You commented on it, you and Mika both. Leave this tower I sit in and get out and try to understand what's happening in the country. Universities, it has to start there.
Got to
Wow.
Kids don't feel comfortable having honest, vigorous debates there or conversations there.
The arguments are
lead from
so closed off. I feel sorry for the kids there. I really do, because they're so closed off. And this isn't just Ivy League. Again, I went to the University of Alabama, a very conservative Southern state school culturally.
The only group think you have about football.
I was a liberal arts major. I can't remember a single conservative to moderate Republican professor I had. They were all obviously Democrats, which again, is fine with me, because I spent my entire life sharpening my arguments. But if, again, everywhere you go, people say you're right, no matter how weak your argument is, it creates an intellectual laziness that allows you to see your party collapse, and you wake up one day and you only have 11 or 12 governors nationwide.
And this notion that an opposing political view is not just wrong, but that it's offensive. Like that you
We're
can't
evil.
possibly bear the thought of having to be exposed to the other side's argument. It's so corrosive.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is.
Well, it's arrogant, too. I mean, imagine if a speaker comes to your campus and you don't want to listen to him, don't go to the speech.
Yeah.
But to say, I don't want anybody else to listen to them,
To shut down
That's terrible.
really remarkable.
All right, up next.